going on, guys? This is Marcus with Crazian Fishing Challenges. I am here today to show you some different ways that I like to rig the good old crawls that Nikko has come out with. I have the Magma, the Galaxy, the Eclipse, the Fusion, and the Mud Bug. All 5 of these I have here today, and I am going to show you how to rig each one. Just one real quick thing I do want to show you is the durability of these baits. This is the Magma Crawl that we have. Now, typically when a bass goes after these guys, they're going to go and try to get the pinchers off first and then go after the bait itself. But a lot of craws, when they go after the bait, they like to bite off these pinchers, like I said before. Now, beautiful thing about this is how durable these things are. See how far I could stretch that out? You will probably only go through a couple of these in a bass trip. The only way you're going to get rid of any of these is if you actually get a snag and you lose them. But just to show you the durability again, look at this. That's the thinnest part of this bait, and that's how far it stretches out. It goes back to regular size. So this is the Magma Crawl, and by Nikko Baits, and this bait is really slept on. Not a lot of people fish this bait, and they are missing out, because this does catch bass. But there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to rig these baits. Please stay tuned. Hey guys, so I got a new video here for you today. This is going to be how to go ahead and set up the Nikko Craw on some different rigs. So the baits we have here today is the Galaxy, the Magma, the Mud Bug, the Eclipse, and the Fusion. All great baits. They all work in Arizona. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways on how to rig these baits. One of the ways is with a vibrating jig head, basically a vibrating swim jig head. So with the colors that are showing on here, what I'm going to go ahead and choose to do this one is going to be good old Magma. So to go ahead and get this rigged up here, this is how we're going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to go run it through here, try to get to the center, and then push it. And you have to probably push it pretty hard to where it goes through the craw itself. You can kind of feel the tip of the hook to see where you're at and putting this bad boy on. And then once you get to a certain point, go ahead and run the hook through completely. So go ahead and do that. Run it all the way through, as far back as you can, and there you go. This is the Magma Craw on a vibrating jig. There you go. So that's what we're looking at here. Now, little explanations. If you see along the bottom here, there's a line going straight up through, and then you have, again, a slot right here where the hook can go through. So it helps you to guide the hook. So that is the Magma Crawl. Alright, so we got that one done. Now we're going to go ahead and use the Eclipse on a swim head jig. It's pretty much the same concept. you're going to go ahead, run it through the butt end here. There you go. On the Magma Crawl. Or not the Magma Crawl, the Galaxy Crawl. Swim jig on the Galaxy Crawl. So there you go. That's how we have that one set up for you. And a little close up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. So that's 2 setups right there. Now the next setup is going to be the Tokyo rig. So here is the Tokyo rig. Very simple setup. Barrel swivel. A ring here. And this is actually a paper clip with bullet weights trimmed down at the end. So this is your Tokyo rig. Now let's go ahead and rig this guy up. You're going to go ahead, run the hook to the bait here, turn it around, measure it out to where it's about that area there. Follow the guide in the middle, put it through the top. There you go. Tokyo rig. It's another good way to set these baits up. The hair's off of there. There you go. That's what she looks like. Tokyo rig. So we have that crawl set up. Now the next setup is the infamous Midwest Finesse. This is a mushroom head jig, and we're going to go ahead and run it through the craw to where it comes up right through the top area, through that slit there. So this is a smaller wire hook. Through. And that is pretty, well, that is a horrible, horrible setup. But to give you an idea, that's how it will look on the Midwest Finesse mushroom head jig. Now another setup we have is going to be with the shaky head setup. So you do it the same way. Go ahead and run it through like so. Turn it around. Excuse me. And then there you go. There's your basic shaky head setup there. There you go, guys. There's that. Alright, so another setup that we can use here is the Dropshot. I already have one tied up. Pretty much all you do is you just take your weight here, put it on the bait like so, and there is your drop shot setup. Now, one thing I wanted to show you here on this setup is, you see how I have very little hooked right there? It ain't going nowhere. Okay, so that's the drop shot setup. Now, the next one we have here is going to be for the Texas rig. So pretty much you just take the bullet weight, run it through the nose, and then your hook, go ahead and tie the hook on like so. I'm just using a cinch knot just for time purposes here. And I gotta re-put the bullet weight on backwards because I fell off because I'm using such a freaking short line. That's okay. There's your Texas rig setup right there. So you take your bait, run it through, turn it here, follow your guide, push it through, and there you go. Your Texas rig setup. There you go. That's the Texas rig. Alright, next one is going to be the Carolina rig. So again, tie your line through. Again, I'm going to do a cinch knot. Here. Cinch that sucker down. Okay. Then you take your other line. Of course, you're going to run, run your bullet weight through like so. Now this is again a short line, so I'm going to have to do this backwards, but run it through, tie it on, there you go, tie it on, and there is your Carolina rig. Now, traditionally with the Carolina rig, you put a bead in between here and here, so it'll help make a clacking sound when it comes up and down like that. But this is your Carolina rig. Alright, so those are the different methods and different ways on how to rig the Nikko Craw. So guys and gals, that is how you rig up the Nikko Craw. It's a very versatile bait. It's a bait that a lot of people are sleeping on right now and they're not even trying. I mean, look at that. It's got the movement, it's got the versatility, it's got the strength. It's a perfect bait to be rigged many different ways. So Definitely try it out, and thank you for watching Crazian Fishing Challenges, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and just keep on fishing. Alright, take care.